Well, hello there and welcome back to another episode of the second season of my OpenTTD challenge series. In the last episode we started out with passengers as we don't have anything else, as we need 2.7 million to start our first industry. Now that is not completely true, and let me quickly show you. There is an industry apartment block which is 625,000 euros. Now this is counted as an industry, but I'm not. Yeah, well, okay, it is an industry, but the next one, real industry, is 2.75 million euros, which is also a prospect. So we have no clue if it actually will find something or if we are throwing away our money. So for today's episode, we are going to focus. 2.7 is really far away, so we are going to focus on the passengers and the mail, and we are gonna use this apartment block. Now the reason for this is pretty simple, is that we need a very solid base. At the moment we have 220,000 and well, we are doing quite well. You can see there was some new vehicles and construction in these years, but this year we already are quite up, even with some new vehicles, by the way. So we are doing quite well, but as it is 1853, we need a really solid base. So, well, we can keep earning lots of money and start doing the industry things and well, hopefully make it to half our vehicles without, well, like we had in last season, without placing them and losing all our money. So that's why we need a very solid base. So that is enough talking about that. Let's start with the rest. Last episode we did this line. I'm not sure how many trains we actually have here. 2, 4, 6 it states here 6 trains. We have 6 trains. They are all making money. However, if we go this way, apart from the breakdown, here they are losing quite a lot of time, because as you can see, this one is just about to go up and it just slows all the way down to crawling speed. They practically are standing still here. So the rest that is coming up here, well, they will just have to wait until this one is at the station. So we are going to take care of this, and the way we are going to do that is make the station level with this station right here. So that means that we need to do some landscaping here, which is quite expensive. Now, first off, let's check how the local authority... we're good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. As soon as we do anything with the terrain, however, we probably go down. They won't like us for that. Let's put this one right there on the side, so we can keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, we are entering 1854. Yeah, okay. So we need a station of 4 wide. Yeah, let's start with that. See, and now we are appalling, which is bad. So we cannot place anything right here at the moment. However, we're gonna take some advantage of this, as they are mad at us already. Let's just do a little bit more landscaping so we can expand in the future. Let's do it like so. And close this off so the roads cannot go this way. And let's do it here as well. We can always sell these plots of land. Now, there is a trick to get us from appalling back to, well, in their good graces. And that's by placing trees or by bribing them. No, bribing we don't have enough money for. I think that's above 1 million. But we can place some trees. So let's try if we place some trees, see, and now we are poor. If we place some more trees, still poor. We are now in good spirits. So there we go. Which means we can get rid of this and we can construct a station. We are going for this one and we need to connect it to this one. And let's make it 8 long and 4 wide. It does fit together, that's good. Now, up to now we made very simple stations with 2 platforms and a cross in front of it. And this one will be the first one that is more advanced to improve the flow of the trains. Now, in the last season I made a load of these and I actually made 2 improvements to it. But first I'm gonna build it like I did and then I'm gonna show you what the improvements are. So we have a cross on that side and on this side, and because the station is 8 in length, we're gonna go 10 right here. And we're gonna go this way. Now, and here is the change. Normally, what you would do is you would lower the track right here and go with the tunnel all the way to here. Now, what I found is that if you make the tunnel right on this side, it's a little bit smaller. And the train can get up into more speed during this stretch here. So if we place some rails here. The trouble is, especially with these trains which have, well, basically no power at all. If you have a ramp right here, then the train is still going very, very slowly going into the station here or here. Which means they are blocking this part. So if you make the tunnel right here, then it will lose all of its speed right here, and when it is here it just speeds up again and it doesn't block the junction. So that is part 1. The second part, which is a change, is this cross right here, including these 2 tracks. And the reason for this is that normally if you don't have that, then we have a junction right here like so, and the train chooses at this point right here, am I going this way or am I going this way, which is based on how many trains are waiting in the platforms. If you do this, it doesn't matter if it goes this way or this way, it just can always go like so, and into that station if that one is free, which speeds up the whole thing quite a lot. So those are the changes that I found were, well, kind of important. Right, so that is done, and I already took care of the station as well. Now there are some trains going this way still. This is the last one and the rest is now going this way. So this station is now in use. We need a depot on this side as well, but we will do that in a minute. Let's quickly remove this track, because we don't need this anymore. And this one, why are you still up? Oh, there he is going. He was listening to me. No. We cannot just remove the station by demolishing, because if we do that it will also demolish this one. So we need to remove it by this one, and if we hold Ctrl it removes the station and the track at once. Alright. Now and let's remove you so he just goes on and on. Actually what we could do is this and put him on the new track. Then we can remove this. Right, so that one is on the track as well. So we have the new track in use. Now the last thing that we need to do is we need a second depot on this side. I think we're just going to go straight right here. And to go through the mountain. Let's do it like so. 2, 3. And then 8. So if we join from here somewhere, let's do it right there, then we will be fine. I know this is a little bit weird. Yeah, we need a little kink like that. This is a little bit weird like so. And perhaps we even... No, we're gonna leave it like this. This is fine. So depot right there. So we have a depot off track and a depot off track right there. Just need some signaling right here. Oh, some signaling right here. And that way we are all fixed. Turn the trees back on. How many do we have waiting? 0. That's not much. We can repay everything. I said repay, thank you. Okay, so the coverage. We placed an extra station tile right here, but that only covers this part. So let's turn those off. Take the station. Remove this one. And then we're gonna place a new one. I'm gonna place it a little bit further along. They don't allow us. They're mad at us again. How mad? Appalling. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can trick them again with some trees. Very poor. We need one more extra. We need some money for this. 4. There we go. We can place it. Station tile. And let's place it right there. Separate station. No. Right here then. There we go. So we now have a little bit more coverage. And it just starts pouring in as well. So that's good. Now this side. We have quite a bit of coverage, but not on the backside right there. So let's, if they allow us, they do, build another station tile right there. That means we have a little bit extra coverage as well. So that is the first part. And for the second part, we need some extra cash because we are... we are going to build our first industry, our apartment block. So we need 600,000. So I am going to make sure that we have that money, and for you guys it will be just a second because we will jump right to the point where we have that money. Well, there's a little bit of change in plans, and that is because we now have access to a pedal steamer. And we don't have the money for the apartment blocks yet, but we do now have our first ship. So, yeah, well, our second ship, but our first one that can actually carry passengers and mail engineer, but they can do a little bit more, but at least they can do passengers. This one cannot. So, yeah, a little bit of change of plans. Open up the map. Let's see, we have a train line right here, train line right there. I think that we want a, there's quite a large city. We would like a pedal steamer from here to, is this one city or two? 2. So a pedal steamer from that city to these 2. Right, so let's quickly do that. And if we put one right here, and we can expand either by doing this, or we take a station like so and put it in the middle of this town and connect it to Chintington. Yeah, Chintington. And then we need a depot right there. Now for this one it's quite a long way, so we need some buoys in between. Let's put one there and there. Then this one and depot. Right, now this with the other side with way more ships, we need some extra passengers right here. So first of all, let's do the same trick by placing a station right here. So it's covered more of the city. And yeah, let's start with the ships. A new ship we wanted for passengers by you, a full load right there. Buoy, buoy, full load, back over the buoy, back over the buoy. And it's simple as that. And then we need one for mail. And we basically have to do the same route, only not the shared orders, because we might have two different ships later on for mail and passengers. At this point they are the same. Let's quickly turn these guys into a group. Passengers and mail. And the passengers will be blue and the mail will be gray. There we go, so we can see which ship is which. We can already send these guys on their way. I'm gonna leave these windows open because we can do 2 extra on this side and start them going to this side. Clone, clone, and I cloned them with shared orders by holding Control while cloning. The only thing is that we need to set them to there, otherwise they will go to here as well. And there we go, we have our first ships going. That was quite fast. It took us quite a bit of money, but I think they will make us a lot as well. So these guys are probably the first one that are full, and compared to the other side. And let's skip along a little bit until they are full and we can see how much they make. Right, so there we are. We're almost at the other side. So he is full loaded, so 300 passengers. And he is just coming in and making us 59 grand. That's nice. That's very nice. And with mail, this one on the way, one is on the way as well. This one will make even more. There we go. 72, nearly 73. So these guys are making us quite a nice amount, so we can build our first apartments in a short while. So back to the initial plan. We need 625, and actually we need 2 times that because we want to place it on both sides of the train line. So I'm gonna skip ahead until we have that money. Right, so we nearly at that point. We are at 1.23, so we can actually put down our first industry. So apartment block, and let's fund it right here. That's one. That means that these passengers will go up quite a bit. These require and send passengers and mail. So, and we already have the other one for the other side. So fund one right there, and that's actually the same story. So now that we have our first industries, the amount of passengers and mail will rise quite dramatically, which also means that these trains that we have now are not enough anymore. So I am going to change the trains, make them longer, and we will be back when that is done. Alright, so we are going to do our next project, which is quite a big train track. We're going from this town all the way to this town. No, I picked the wrong one. Excuse me. All the way to this town right here. And there are actually 2 towns. So we're gonna go all the way. Can I get them in one frame? Yeah, I can. All the way from Clarstone to Flarnbridge. Now, Flarnbridge, we are already doing something right here. That's quite a small line. And this is quite a big town. So we are going to do another station right here. And well, in fact, we are going to do this directly with a big line. And we're gonna go as straight as possible. Now, how is our standing? Our standing is good at the moment. Let's keep this open for a bit. Let's keep this open so we can see. Because we need to remove some of this. We want the station to be right here. So 4x10. There we go. And now we are appalling, which was to be expected. Some trees and we are good again. Alright, so I am going to make this into a time lapse. So cue the music and cue the speed. Alright, so here we go. That's another train line done. So as soon as we have enough money, we will set an industry in here as well. But that will probably be done in between the episodes. For now, let's just turn this up. Because we're losing quite a lot of money at the moment. And there we go, we're out of debt again. That's good. Now this takes from here and there, so let's spice this up with a hotel on this side, and hopefully this, it refuses. That's fine. We go for the trees again. And did that help enough? It did, but it's too close. We can do that right there. So we now cover these two, and as soon as we have the money, we can of course put in an industry right on this side and on the other side, which makes this a very large transport line which we can take into the future and keep as a very solid base for earning money. And well, I'm afraid we are out of video time for today. So this is going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. So that is it for me. Stay safe and hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.